All right. Welcome to speaking test CEL2108. My name is Faturahiman bin Saidin and I will be your examiner. So, first of all, can you tell me your full name, please?
Yes. My name is Zul Ammar Fahmi bin Musbahuddin.
And what should I call you?
You can call me Zul, sir.
Okay, Zul.
Mhm.
Okay, Zul. Can you tell me where you are from?
Okay. If I had to explain where I'm from, I was born in Kuala Lumpur, and basically, I was born in Kuala Lumpur, but I was raised in Sabah, Sahabat 16 Lahad Datu. So if I had to really say that where I'm from, then I would say I'm from Kuala Lumpur.
You are from Kuala Lumpur. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, now in this first part, I like to
Mm-hmm.
ask you some information about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
let's talk about study.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zul, tell me, what do you study?
Okay, I'm currently studying in University Putra Malaysia. I'm taking Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, and I'm in my third year now.
In your third year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, Doctor of Veterinary Medicine,
Mm-hmm.
why did you choose that field of study?
That that requires a very long answer. So, basically, in a nutshell, I really loved the animals as a child, and growing up, I saw these stray animals, stray dogs and stray cats, and I felt the urge to help them, the urge to treat them and to fight for animal rights. Because when I see them, I feel that's a certain part of me that wants to fight for them. So that's the main reason why I choose Doctor of Veterinary Medicine as my field of studies.
You have any other reason, like job requirement or anything?
Personally, I don't really mind, for example, salaries or what other people think of like my choice of studies, because I believe that it's coming from myself and it's important for me to love um, to love the field of study that I'm pursuing.
All right, good answer. So, now, if you had a chance,
Mhm.
would you change your field of study?
If I had a chance, no, I would not, because from a young age, I've loved studying about animals. I've loved taking care of animals. So if even there is a chance, I won't take that chance because I'm in love with the subject that I'm studying.
Right. So, we are going to move on to part two.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now I'm going to give you a topic and I like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say.
Mm-hmm.
You can make some notes if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do understand.
All right. So here's a paper and a pencil for making
Okay.
notes.
Okay.
And here's your topic. Please do not write anything on the candidate task card.
Okay.
All right. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this.
Mm-hmm.
So don't worry if I stop you.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you when the time is up. Okay.
Okay.
Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. So a movie that I will always remember is the movie titled The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. And I remember this when and where I first watched the movie is I remember I was sitting at home and my brother turned on the TV for us to watch Astro. And there was this movie in this one channel, and this particular movie, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, was playing. So I watched it at home with my brother, and it was a very particular movie that I remember. So what I liked the most about this movie was that it it was a story about a boy who was born old, and as he gets older, he actually gets younger in physical age. So it was very interesting because like I liked the premise of the movie where it's seeing a view like from someone that is born old and progressively gets younger. So he has to go through all the things that old people go through first, and then he gets to the things where young people actually go through. So I will always remember this movie because it opens my eyes towards like another perspective where we can see like the person is born old and gets younger, but also all the premises in the movie like love, and it's hard to love someone from someone that is born old to being young, but someone did love him for who he is, and she stayed with him until the end, where he became basically a baby and died as a baby. So that's why I will always remember that movie. It was such a weird movie for me.
All right. Okay. So now we are moving on. All right. Moving on. We've
Mm-hmm.
been talking about a movie that you all will always remember,
Mm-hmm.
and now I like to discuss some general questions related to this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's consider the attitude towards movies. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
so what types of movies do young people in our country enjoy watching?
Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, I think in my based on my observation, it's split into two. Basically, the young people in our country either like romance, like cheap romantic flicks, or action movies. So I think like most of the people that are around me, young people around me, they like romance for some reason, and I think this is because I don't know. Um, I think like the things that happen in romance movies doesn't usually happen in real life. So basically, because of like the lack of I don't know romantic interactions within the people's lives, they tend to flock to these kind of movies because I think there's a hole inside them that they need to fill with something, and I think that something is romantic movies. To be honest.
All right, I can see the inside of it. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
second question: what is different between watching movie at home and going to the cinema? What's the
Uh,
difference?
what is the difference? I think, in my opinion, the difference between just watching movies at the theater, at the cinema, and at home is basically the environment. So let's consider this: like, how many people can afford to have like a surround sound system in their houses? I mean, like, not a lot of people can afford. And even though we can say that theoretically we can wear headphones like this and get like almost the same experience, it's not the same experience. Like movies, they have like THX surround sound system, and I think that is a huge part why people like to go to the theaters, to the cinemas to see movies, because of the vibe and the environment. Sitting with your friends in a black pitch black hall, dark hall, watching like a glowing projector in front of you with THX sound system is something different than just watching it at home. But at the same time, the other difference is that watching it at home is, I think, much more affordable. You don't have to pay a lot, not a price premium to just enter the cinema, and everything that you need is already at home. So I think like the biggest difference is Just people would like to have a different vibe and environment. That's why they go to the cinemas.
Hmm. All right. So many today watch movies when they are traveling to work or college. Why do you think this is so?
Um, I think we have to understand that movies are a form of entertainment. So, looking at movies as a form of entertainment, then usually people will use entertainment as a way to relieve boredom, especially during like gaps in their schedule where they don't really have anything to do and they need something to fill it. So, I think this is why people watch movies when they are traveling to work or college, is because in that gap of time they made the choice to like, okay, let's see some entertainment. And one of the most I think famous entertainment forms other than of course music is movies. And because like, okay, maybe I'm traveling to work and I need like an hour and a half to go to work. So, oh, that's this movie that's exactly an hour and a half, so I can fill up my time looking at movies, seeing movies, and enjoying movies while just filling up the time for the gap of time from the house or home to the workplace or to college. So I think that's the main reason why, because like they're filling the gap in the time schedule. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So that is the end of the speaking test simulation.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Welcome. You're welcome.